Down, 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 down. You are now listening to Clyde Super Scoreboard, the Fog Awards edition. Welcome back, guys, to the channel. Fog Football here, and we are going to rank all the pundits from Clyde Super Scoreboard. Now, Rangers are absolutely shite. They can't win anything, but I wonder if any of the Rangers pundits can get into the top category here. We ranked the Sky Sports pundits last week, and Chris Sutton defeated Chris Boyd in the battle of the Chris's, the battle of the old firm. Can Rangers finally come out on top in this one? You know what? I would say they've got a chance because there's one Celtic man in here by the name of Simon Donnelly, and he might just be the most boring bastard I've had the displeasure of ever listening to. Even that time I bought Celtic TV, he managed to squirm his way in there. So, not a big fan of Simon Donnelly on this channel. Spoiler alert, but he's going in utter shite when we get to him.
Here, I think there should be a category for the guy alone.
It's just a Simon Donnelly category.
And it's not a, here, let's put Matt O'Reilly in a separate category with a sad emoji. No, it's Simon Donnelly with a shite emoji, that's what it is.
It is. So with that said, I don't think there's anybody else who want to call it here.
Well, I want to address Kenny Miller.
For whom the bells toll. We know Cammy Bell's got a wee black border, by the way, around them, but don't worry about that. That's a technical difficulty.
Is there a difference between rating Kenny Miller on Sky and between Scoreboard?
Why do you think he's shite on Scoreboard?
I would say he's better on Scoreboard than he is Sky. And this is without looking at the Lundstrom incident. Untinted specs.
Untinted specs.
Anyway, let's go from left to right. Let's start with Andy Halliday. Here.
Tainted specs, more
I think what we're factoring in here is actually
tainted titles.
Is their knowledge as well. Yeah, tainted titles, brilliant,
tainted
right?
Specs.
Tainted specs, tainted titles. It's not just their banter. I think you're actually looking at like their IQ and football knowledge.
Also, before we, yes, I totally agree, but before we go on, see the tainted titles argument, that pisses me off. See if you win the league, you're the fucking champion. Doesn't matter. Oh, but we won in the top flight, or it got ended there. A title's a title. See if you get awarded the title, you're the champion in my eyes.
Yeah.
And if you're going to say teams' titles when they were dominant and you weren't don't count, then you could argue nobody's titles count.
Absolutely. Yeah, swings and roundabouts, isn't it? I mean, the only one, I don't even have an issue really, but I think getting awarded anything over Soom, relegating Hearts and awarding Celtic titles and shafting other teams, I don't think that was right.
Alright, but you tell me an F1 race has never been ended after 75%, they dish out full points. Big man, there you go. You like your Formula 1, there's a Formula 1 analogy for you, and that has left you on cloud one.
No,
because you've made a comeback for that.
The race is a fucking... Hold on. That would be like F1 having 7 races to go. Hamilton's 40 points clear, and they went, you know what, actually, COVID's happened, we're just going to fucking scrap it.
Actually,
get the title.
Actually, if you look at the scale, it wouldn't be quite 7 races, it would probably be like 3 or 4. But nice try there.
Anyway, let's put Andy Halliday on the scale.
Wait, so hold on. So what if F1's got 20 races, right? And they've already did 17. There's 3 to go, and for some magical reason, they can't do the last 3 races. But Lewis Hamilton is 50 points clear of the second place guy. Should he not be awarded the title?
No, they should try and get it done.
Yeah, but let's say they can't.
No, they have to.
Well, they didn't.
Well, then he probably should be. But
well, there you go.
No. Let's not pretend a wee flu should fucking stop them from playing the season out.
No, it shouldn't. It was all bullshit. We know that anyway. We're not gullible bastards that fall for it.
Anyway,
get your jobs.
Get your jobs. Andy Halliday's out of a job because he's not Hearts anymore.
But he's at Motherwell for next season, so I think he'll fit in there.
Right, we can't decide the best until the end because that only can be one guy, but I think he's great. I think he's very impartial considering he's a Rangers man. He's knowledgeable.
Wait, the best can only be great?
You dick.
The best can only be one, you mean?
Aye. But I'm going to put Halliday in great. Do you agree with that?
I think he's pretty good. I think he's very knowledgeable. He's good and beat the pundit, and I do think he offers banter as well. So, yeah, I mean, I've no issue with Andy Halliday. I don't think he's the best. No, but I think he's great.
We'll see who it is. Right, up next we've got Jim Duffy.
For me, I would say utter shite. I was trying to be nice and put him in the boring category, but he's like shite on Beat the Pundit. He offers no real input. He has no breaking news. He has no contacts. He has no nothing. He's no real alliance to any half-decent team. He just doesn't really offer anything. He's not controversial. He's just Jim Duffy. He's full of duff, isn't he? Like, he's the duff man.
Puffing, it's gone. It's shite. That's plenty. I mean, no, he's not very good. Just like my wee...
Attempted to restart this 5-minute intro because of that, but we'll move on.
No, but you're right. He comes across as being dumb as fuck as well.
Let's hurry up and move on for
what I would say though is he looks like a hard man. Talking of looking like a hard man, it's
Yuki Evans, the oldest man on the panel. Will Yuki Evans live long enough to see Rangers win another title?
Will he live long enough to see this video? Depends if I upload it tonight or
we better hurry up and get him in here. I would say Yuki Evans is no bad writer. Sometimes he pisses me off. I think he's got some dumb takes. Sometimes he comes out with some shite that's just, I can't believe he's even saying it, to be honest.
A draw would be a disaster. A defeat would be a catastrophe. Well, son, you're no bad.
You're no bad. You're no great, but you're no bad. You know, see, for me, Hugh Evans, it depends a lot on who's he with. If Hugh Evans is with someone great, I like him. But if Hugh Evans is like the A side of the show and he's partnered with Jim Duffy, then you're fucked.
Yep. Up next, we got Charlie Mulgrew. I don't think he's boring. I don't think he's utter shite, but I don't think he's no bad. And that doesn't mean he's great or the best, by the way.
That to me, he's...
I wouldn't say he's boring.
I think he's close to being utter shite.
Yeah,
I am not a fan of
I think there's a difference, though, between being shite and boring. And I think...
Well, hold on. Technically, you fucked up then by putting in the poll, because this is essentially just a tier list from what thought best to last, alright? So who cares if he's not boring pish? I don't think he's average. No bad would be bang in the middle average. And for me, Charlie Mulgrew's below average, definitely.
I would put him in utter shite, but I think he's the best of utter shite. I do think he's got something.
He's better than Jim Duffy, I'll say that.
Right, there we go in there. Right, oh, Kenny Miller up next. I believe he got no bad on Sky. What can he get on Super Scoreboard? Knowledgeable, funny. He doesn't really seem to have as much meltdowns on Super Scoreboard as he has on Sky. I'm leaning towards great, but I might just say top and no bad.
Yeah, I'd probably put him above Hugh Evans.
Fair enough.
I think that's fair.
Right, up next we've got Cammy Bell, FIFA Career Mode legend Cammy Bell. If you know, you know. If you don't, then get to know. But the only guy with black borders, but he won't be the only guy in his category. I'm going to say utter shite. I think he's just weird. I don't even think there's that much to him. I think he's just a weird character. And that's why he's going in utter shite for me. What do you think about Cammy Bell?
I don't rate him.
Do you not think he's weird though? I think Simon Donnelly's fucking the most boring thing on God's green earth. But Cammy Bell's like the most weirdest thing on God's blue earth. If that makes sense.
Wee bit of sense. I remember tuning in one night and it was Cammy Bell and Simon Donnelly, and I just, I listened to it but it wasn't pleasurable. Let's put it that way.
No.
It was.
So where do you think you should go?
Utter shite.
He's
probably, but I think he's below Charlie Mulgrew.
Yeah,
but is he above a Jim Duffy? I don't know.
I think he is.
Right.
I think he's more bearable. Right,
I think this guy is great. I love him. The slap head.
Gordon. The slap head. Well, slap your head on and great, big man.
You not really like him?
I do like him.
The Hanna-Rick? Gordon Hanna?
People don't like him because he works for the Sun.
We all have our flaws, like, you know what I mean? No one's perfect.
Right. Well, turn that Sun.
Wait, who doesn't like him? What group of fans doesn't like him because he works for the Sun?
Celtic and Rangers. Celtic and Rangers both hate Clyde because they think they're biased towards the other one.
I don't like him because he works for the Sun, but you know what? The Daily Record and the Daily Mail, they're all great. Newspapers are pish, right? The guy earns a living. He earns a living by being a journalist. Who cares if he works for the Sun or fucking some other shitey newspaper? If you don't like it, don't read it. See, I think he's a really good pundit. I enjoy listening to him. Unbeaten this season. Unbeat the pundit, the only guy that plays on -1. Yeah, no.
I'm pretty sure he got beat this season, did he not?
Who? For Christopher Fairshire? Are you counting that? That's a tainted win.
That's what I'm counting, aye.
Nah.
Chris Boyd fucking beat him.
That's a tainted title.
How is it?
It's more tainted. Because Chris Boyd had the answers, you fucking tool.
No, he didn't.
He did.
How the fuck did he get hold of the answers?
They were in on it.
Who was in on it?
The presenter, Gordon, what's his name?
Duncan.
Aye.
He was in on it.
Aye, it was a fix.
No, it wasn't.
It fucking was.
I says fucking who.
It was.
But get your specs on.
It was the heist of the century.
No, it wasn't.
I'm not quite 180 in the shed, but I mean,
no,
it was...
what it was.
No, it was. He admitted.
His Boyd was being helped off.
No, he admitted.
Gordon Duncan admitted it.
He admitted to it that he knew it was Boyd and that Boyd had the answers. It was a fix. They did, aye.
I'm pretty sure he got answers wrong, though.
No, he didn't. He just took longer to answer. I think he's a bit pissed as well, so if he did get one wrong, it's probably...
But why would Gordon Duncan allow that? he seemed I'm not saying he seemed pissed off, but he wasn't.
Nah, it was a fix. They're on, on it.
But anyway, this is a fix. Simon Donnelly. I mean, I would shite. Fucking. I don't know.
Was he behind the duff man?
I think he deserves to be fucking behind the worst. Nah. I don't even know what to describe this guy as, man. Fucking pish.
Alright, up next, I've got nothing else to say about Simon Donnelly, to be honest, unless you want to add something.
We would never enjoy Celtic TV, right? But having him on is the final nail in the coffin. Up next, we've got Marvin Bartley. I'm going to say boring. I don't think he's quite shite, but I'd say boring's about right.
Is he? I don't think he's boring. I think he's energetic. Why do you think he's boring?
No, well, I just don't think I just think he's a bit pish. He's not no bad, but he's not utter shite.
I think he's no. I'd put him at the bottom of no bad. Personally.
You know why I can't put him in the bottom of no bad? I look at this guy and I think, if he was on with any of the bottom four, would the show be salvageable? I'm thinking no. But if Miller or Hugh Keevins was on with any of the bottom four, I think it would be salvageable.
And look, I don't mind putting him in the fourth. I don't mind putting him in the fourth a five, but I don't think he's pish. I think that's a fault with you coming up with the categories. I don't think you should have called it boring pish. I think pish would have been fine, but I
don't take boring out then.
I personally don't think. I don't think he's boring.
But you think he's pish?
Well, I don't think he's as good as the ones above him. Like, but he's all right.
Fair enough. Right, up next we've got IRA sympathiser Gordon Duncan.
You know what? He's good as a host, but I feel like it's difficult to rate him like he would the other guys because he plays a different role. But as a presenter, I think he's all right. But what I have noticed is, and this is people are going to say I'm a Rangers fan. I'm really not, but what I tend to notice is I think he shoots down Rangers fans on the calls more than he does Celtic fans. See if a Rangers fan phones up with like a complaint about the referee or something or a decision, I think he's quicker to shut them down. But then again, maybe Celtic fans don't call up as much. I don't know.
No, I think you're right. He said Sterling, who won the ball, by the way. Did you see that tackle he was yellow?
Yes, it was a joke.
He turned around and said he was reckless, and it was a yellow.
Well, I'm calling bullshit on that.
No, see,
but like, what I have noticed is I think he seems to crack down more on Rangers fans that call.
No, he does, right?
Officials.
Yo, maybe.
And also, see when someone comes up and accuses an official of cheating, he shites himself, man, and he almost begs the guy to go, you got to take that back now. No, he doesn't. Right? It's nothing to do with the show. The show's not liable. You're not liable. If some caller believes that a referee is a cheat, then he's entitled to that opinion.
Yep.
And the referee can take it up with the caller. You can give the referee the caller's details after the show or whatever. But someone doesn't have to retract their statement just because you disagree with it or you're fearing some sort of backlash or some sort of... It doesn't work that way.
Right, he supports Motherwell, right? And what I would say is with the Old Firm, is see if he was more biased towards Rangers, right? Because Celtic are the dominant team.
There's more.
I could accept that.
There's more Celtic fans in Motherwell than there is Rangers. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, well, he said he's a Motherwell fan.
No, he might be.
Gordon Dalziel lives in fucking Motherwell.
No, he might. Well, he played for Rangers, so.
All right. Well, this guy didn't.
I think he's no bad.
Top of no bad, that. But I do think he is Celtic. Right, Gordon Dalziel.
Great. I think Gordon Dalziel's great. I don't quite know whereabouts in great, but I love the dazzler.
I think he's going to dazzle his way to the top. He's thick as a bag of shite, but you know what? He makes up for it with charisma.
He does. I mean, I don't think he's offered one good footballing opinion.
Nope.
But he's just funny to listen to, so therefore...
Right, up next we've got Mark Wilson. Again...
Controversial, but I think he's also great. I think him and the Dazzler make a great pair.
I think he's bottom of great. I think... He's not as funny as the Dazzler, but he's not much smarter than him either. So that's why I think he's bottom of great.
He's a wee bit less funny, but a little bit more smarter, so therefore...
Yeah.
I know, they're a good pair.
Yeah.
Is it a coincidence that the four that we've got in great are actually pairs? You've got Hannah and Halliday on Mondays.
And Evans are fucking a pair, aren't they?
Aye, so we could be onto something here.
Could just be the other ones get shafted because they don't get a decent tap. I think that's spot on, by the way.
Aye, I agree. I think that's a pretty good... I mean, I think there's maybe a couple of changes you could make one way, and maybe there's a couple of people who could swap and great. Maybe you think there's a couple of people who could swap and up their shite. But I think that is pretty close to as close as you can get it. And then we need to put somebody into the best. Does that mean we're going to put Gordon Dalziel as the best? I mean, I have no complaints if you want to.
I'll put Gordon Dalziel as the best. He's the funniest. Boom. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think if Hannah was a wee bit. Now, he can be funny at times, like, but he's got that dry sort of sense of humour.
He's a serious man.
He's like a Jim Ross kind of, but not as serious, or more serious than Jim Ross even.
So many. Anyway,
I think that's a good list. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I don't think many people's going to complain with that. No, I think that's spot on.
Spot on.
But obviously, if you think Clyde's biased against your team, you might just fuck them all and utter shite. So,
are they really biased? How can the programming be biased? I mean, you could maybe argue there's a pundit bias, but
well, I guess if the host is biased, that kind of leans the program.
Yeah, I do think more often than not. I'm not going. Maybe who knows? Maybe from this point onwards, I'll actually start counting.
No, but you're right. Like you look at Ellie Barber, right? It does Sky. We put her in the middle category. No bad. She does not seem biased towards any team, but I think Gordon Duncan clearly does. Is it because he's actually dealing with fans? But then you're right. It's like any time Celtic fans have called up about the refs, he doesn't shut it down. See, as soon as Rangers fans do, oh, you can't take that back. Take that back.
Yeah, even someone complained about the disallowed goal in the Scottish Cup final, and they were on about Greg Taylor grabbing Raskin. He's like, oh, you can't, there's no way, there's not enough in that for a penalty. But there's enough in the push to, I think he's a wee bit biased, but there you go. That's my thoughts, that's my opinions. Gordon Dalziel, though, the best.
Must be getting those brown envelopes, guys. Until next time, peace.